Hello everyone and welcome to another React video. My name is Draven and today we are going back to Velez Stadium to check out some more Airbag. And this song has been recommended a ton by you guys on our previous videos, and this one is called Motor Enfermo, which I guess translates somehow to Frankenstein. And I just wanted to take a quick moment to say thank you to you guys for all the support that you've shown on these Airbag videos. It's been crazy, and the love that you show towards this band and towards Argentina in general is really nice to see in the comments, so please keep that up. It got to the point where there's people making TikTok videos of my videos because they're so excited that Airbag made it all the way to Canada and people in Canada are reacting to it. So that's very cool, and I'm super humbled and I appreciate it. And for all of you in Argentina, gracias por el amor y gracias por ver. And with that being said,
shut up, Draven.
Let's go. I almost forgot how good the video quality of this show is. Blows me away every time. This sounds like a studio version. That's amazing. Nice. Hell yeah. All right, that's probably a safe spot to start. Oh, we're actually late. We usually stop about a minute in. This is a minute 45. I was just carried away here. This is super cool. This is a very, like, it's like a chill song, but at the same time, it's like a really hype song. Like, it's like a really, like, you want to get into it kind of song. And when the crowd took over on that first line of and obviously I don't know what they're saying. I do Spanish a little, not enough to understand what a crowd is saying. I'm catching words here and there that Pato is singing and Gaston is singing, and I assume Guido is gonna kick in at some point. And I apologize, in the earlier videos I was calling him Guido. That's the only way that I've ever heard it pronounced, and someone in the comments mentioned that it's actually pronounced Guido. So if that's correct, I apologize. And that's how I'm going to refer to him moving forward, unless someone else jumps in and says, nope, Guido was right. I will say Guido. So always learning. But with that being said, let's hop back to the start and check that out again. I still can't get over how many people are there. That's wild. beautiful harmony. Love that. So can I assume that the part where the crowd kicked on, they were saying Frankenstein? Because I saw the word Frankenstein in the background, and in the other videos, the lyrics have been back there. So am I right in understanding that? Always knows where the camera is. I want to point something out that I noticed right here. If we look at this shot, obviously there's, what was it, 45,000 people at this show, you guys have told me. And when you see it from their perspective like this, you can't really make out faces in the crowd. Maybe the first like 2 rows you can, but after that it's just a sea of black. And obviously the fire pillars are going off every once in a while, and you can probably get some glimpses of it. But this must be like a way for performers to not be like, holy crap, there's 45,000 people staring at me. Or like if you make eye contact with one person, like you feel weird. Like if you were to sing in a room, if I told you, come into this room and sing in front of these 5 people, you'd be like, ugh, like you'd feel naked, right? Unless you're a singer, obviously you're gonna do it. But like any average Joe, if I tell you go in a room and sing in front of 5 people, you're gonna feel weird. But if I tell you go sing in front of 45,000 people and you're not gonna be able to see them really, probably a little bit easier to do, honestly, which sounds ridiculous, but it's just a thing that I kind of noticed, or that came to mind whenever I saw this specific shot. Was, yes, they're in front of tons of people, but it's like they're singing to like the sound people at the back. Like usually the sound booth is always like in the middle of the pit, I guess, or the general admission area, just to get a better sound of or better ear of everything and idea of what everything sounds like. But yeah, that's almost who they're singing to and performing to. So you're not locking eyes on one specific person. You can just kind of stare out into the nothing and not have to worry about all those eyeballs staring at you. So it's cool little kind of technique that performers use to get over maybe if they have that kind of anxiety about things like that. So just something I wanted to point out because that shot made me think of that. So let's go back a little bit and keep going. Right? You'd never know there's 45,000 people there. It looks like there's 50. And not 50,000. 50. 50. Those screens are massive. Like if you think one person standing there and it's that big, those things are huge. Oh, was he supposed to take over there? Or was Pato just out of place? Good save. Woo! Damn. That song was solid. That was a very, very good song. Hell yeah. Frankenstein. That was awesome. Before we get into the final thoughts, I wanted to, because I had touched base on what it looks like to them when they're performing and you can't really see anyone, I want to show you what I noticed, which would be the kind of the reverse of that, like the crappy part of that. So give me 1 second and I'll cue that up for you right now. All right, so this is what I wanted to talk about right here. So yes, you can't really see anyone in the crowd, but the downside of that is you've got the frickin' sun blaring in your eyes. So that light is just constantly on. And that's kind of what they perform to, is the back of the room, and they focus kind of on that light. Not for too long, they'll go blind. But anytime they need to look out, that's typically where they look, is in that area of the light, because you can't really focus on any one specific person unless they're right in the front row. But that's what musicians do to perform and to, you know, put on these shows. So you can't really see anyone, so it takes away that anxiety of all those people watching. But on the flip side, you got to stare at that for an hour and a half, 2 hours, however long your show is. So that kind of sucks. But I just thought that was a cool little thing to throw in. But with that being said, let's go talk about it. This one was a lot of fun, and I kind of compare it to Huracan in the sense that they don't do too much with the lyrics. They kind of repeat the same things over and over, just like they did in Huracan. But it's such an engaging song. It's such a fun song, and the crowd interaction is definitely there. The part where Frankenstein shows up on the screen, like the word Frankenstein, I thought maybe that's what they were saying, but I went and read the lyrics, and it's actually La Dirección, and for some reason Frankenstein has something to do with that. But just the fact that the crowd gets right into that, and they have their moment in the song, it's a very sing-along kind of song, a communal song that every part you can kind of just sing along to, and any part of it could be the crowd's part of the song, and they've taken on the La Dirección part of it, and it's super cool. I love when there's crowd interaction in songs, and I felt like it kind of missed a little bit in Apocalipsis Confort, but definitely Huracan and now this one here is absolutely full of crowd interaction, and I like that a lot more. So I absolutely enjoyed this one way more than the last. Not to say that the last one was bad, I just enjoyed this one more, and I think that's okay. But this was just another solid rock song from Airbag. I love checking these guys out, and I say it every time, but just the video quality makes it such a more enjoyable watch too, because it's so clean. And I say that with terrible camera setup and light setup that I have. I know that it's not the nicest thing to look at, but I love when there's clean production on anything that I watch. So it's very cool to come back and check out these airbag videos every single time. But that's going to do it for this one. If you liked this reaction, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hype up the video, which is a new feature that we have here on YouTube. It helps the channel out a ton. And head down to the comments and let me know what airbag song you want to see reacted to next, or any other band that you want to see reacted to. YouTube thinks you're going to like this one, so go check that out. And as always, we'll see you at the next one.